The computer system is the one that is composed by devices or physical components that interact through a set of established instructions in order to reach an objective. It's composed by hardware and software. Hardware is composed by input devices, output devices, storage devices, and processing devices. Input devices are the ones from which information is introduced to the computer to be processed or transformed, and output devices are the ones that show to the user the data previously transformed or processed. The storage devices are the ones that permit to store or to save information. It is classified in the main and the secondary memory. The main memory acts directly with the CPU, and it contains the ROM and RAM memory. ROM, read-only memory, is a permanent memory, and it cannot be changed. The RAM, random access memory, is a memory that stores information that is being executed in that moment so it can be processed quickly. The secondary memory permits to save programs and data in a permanent way. The processing devices is the central process unit, also called CPU. This is in charge to transform data into information. It is considered as the brain of the computer. The CPU is hosted in one single chip called microprocessor. This microprocessor is connected to other devices through a main board called motherboard. The software is the set of instructions or programs that are introduced in a computer in order to carry out a process. It is classified in system software that administrates and controls the operations of the hardware, and in application software that permits to execute a specific task from the user. The operating system is the program that permits the user to take control of the computer. Some of the main functions of the operating system is to interpret and execute the instructions through the inference that provides to the user, optimizes communications between input and output devices, coordinates the processing of tasks, provides diagnostic errors, and serves as a connection to run the application software. It is classified in multi-user, multitask, and multiprocessing. The types of interface is where the user introduces orders or commands to the operating system and this to the hardware. There are command line interface in which the user introduces the instructions or commands formed by characters, and there are the graphical interface, in which the execution of commands and programs is achieved by selecting figures or icons that represent them. Windows is the operating system that dominates the market of computers. Once Windows is loaded in memory, there appears a window called Desktop, from which the user takes the control of the computer. The desktop is a working area and it occupies the entire screen. In it, we can see the mouse pointer that it permits to select with one click and execute applications with 2 clicks. We can also see icons. They are the objects on the desktop. They represent programs and shortcuts to folders, files, and programs. There are 2 types of icons of programs and icons of shortcuts. And we can also see the taskbar. It is used to give access to many applications. It is composed by a Start menu, direct access area, open applications area, and status area. When we click on the Start button in the taskbar, it is displayed the Start menu, where we can observe the left pane and the right pane. In the left pane, it shows a list of recently used programs by the user. Besides, it contains the options of all programs and search box. And in the right pane, it permits the access to folders, files, options of configurations, and besides the computer shutdown option. In Windows 7, we can often see dialog boxes, which permits to execute an option, perform questions, or give information to the user. There is a function called Area Snap that it is used to anchor a window to the left or to the right side of the screen, and another one called Area Pick that makes transparent all open windows. This permits to work more efficient with the Windows 7. Basic tasks of Windows 7. In Windows 7, you can pretty easily personalize the computer in the Start menu. You can change the image of the user account, change the background desktop, change the color of a window, the sounds of a system, or the screensaver. You can personalize the icons of the desktop, the size, the order, and alignment. You can even personalize the mouse, the start menu, and the taskbar. Special tasks of Windows 7. In Windows 7, you can pretty easily create backups for your files. You can secure your computer equipment with firewall and antivirus that prevents attacks and performs pertinent actions to delete and or remove malware, such as the virus. You can also use ObjectDock, that is a software that simulates the graphical environment of the OS X operating system. You can also use Windows Movie Maker to create a movie or a video.